Hello guys, this is Hazy, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the behind the scenes video for week 3 of my LEGO Doctor Who series. If you haven't already, go and check out weeks 1 and 2 when I'm basically start this series. Today and throughout this week there's a lot of cool stuff happening. I'm basically completing scene 3, and scene 3 is like a action scene type thing when things are revealed at it's basically like the mid film action second act action scene of a Marvel film or whatever, so something like that for this. And obviously that I'm going to try not to spoil anything that I do, because what's the point of me telling you exactly what happens, because then there's no point in you watching it. But I've got most of scene 3 which we're going to do throughout the next few days, and tomorrow we are doing some vocal behind the scenes of the setup, and then me and Will are going to sit in front of my laptop for about an hour and do most of the scenes for the first episode. Something that I did notice from the test that I suppose that I did was that my way of recording this was terrible. I used to literally take about 60 pictures of one, but realised that obviously my hand, even though it's on a tripod, even the smallest movement, you know, from a small jolt, like something like that, causes it to, you know, look a bit rubbish in the final frame. Right, you ready? Oh, is it me first?
You?
Or is it you?
What on earth are you talking about?
It is me first. Oh, damn it. I've labelled these pages.
Where's the planet from? Do you have some kind of perception filter? I bet you're a bloody mess under that.
You realise I haven't pressed play yet.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
It's blobby mess, not bloody mess.
Oh, you're a blobby mess, soz. So you're a blobby mess. Okay. Are you drunk or something, mate?
What on earth are you talking about?
Where the planet you're from? Just some kind of perception filter. I bet you're a blobby mess under that.
Are you drunk or something, mate? The pub's down the road.
The pub! Ah, right. I think I've made a mistake here. You're not an alien, you're a human. Very human.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Sorry, I thought you were... Doesn't matter. Sorry.
Scene! On a different line, then it's like probably better.
Alright.
Right, you ready?
Yep.
What was my line? Oh, there it is.
Mate, are you okay?
Mate, are you okay? Yeah. Mate, are you okay?
I will be when my DNA finishes fusing.
It starts thrashing back together.
Flushing.
Alright, ready? Mate, are you okay?
I will be when my DNA finishes fusing back together. It's a new body.
What? You fell over? I thought you were hurt or something.
Had a heart attack.
Just improvisation.
If I fart, is it going to pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, it's a silent one.
Well, there we go. Scene 3 completed. This brings us to the end of the filming for this week. What I'll do is I'll just briefly show you a small amount of the setup, because I've realised I haven't done this week. I did make some small changes. Basically, I moved this back which means that now I can fit a chair in here. So I'm not as awkwardly positioned against the wall as I was last week and the week before. There's a board here now, which is full of the plans for the rest of the scenes. Well, mostly scene 3 to be fair at this point, but will be filled with the rest of this episode. The script up here is there, and there's also some paint stuff because I wanted to get a new doctor uniform, new costume painted and created. Well, I'm not like redesigning it. I'm just trying to paint up the old version so it looks better in the end. What else we got? Another lamp and everything that's all going to be fit back here, and obviously the tripod. I made more use of this week than I have done last week. It's allowed me to do some really cool shots, and you see these small amount of this small sort of lines. I've been using them as sort of like markers. So you'd move one marker, move another, another, and then you reach the ideal height. And then this brings us to the big reveal, shall I say. And that's how I've hyped up a little bit too much in this video, because it is quite literally the title sequence for the new series. So I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to explain it. So the music itself was done by my dad. I forced him to create a different theme for the series, because I felt like the old one was a bit outdated. I wanted something new. At first I did try to change a previous theme tune for the show. Didn't really work, and I tried to make one, also didn't really work, and my dad has a synthesizer, so that's quite useful. And once all of that was done, he gave it to me, I plugged it in, and I created the visuals to this one. I used one I found on the internet, and then I credit that for the previous series. This series, I made it myself out of different components of other people. Some of them were, stock type stuff, and some of them were not. And they will be credited in the final credits of the episodes. It didn't take me that long to make this title sequence, to be fair. I did it on Pocket Video, because obviously Movie Maker doesn't do anything to do with compositing, so basically you composite the things over, and if they were a green screen you just remove the green screen, and then voila, and then the text itself was added on in Movie Maker afterwards. You see, it's basically making a title sequence, and making the series, in fact, but with very little technology. Like, my camera is probably the highest piece of technology that I own, and literally one of my most prized possessions, to be fair.